Hey everyone, I'm Connor and welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here on my channel, I like to talk about all things luxury, so that's something you're into. I'd love it if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell button so you're notified when I post new videos. And if you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about all of the things that I have learnt about buying and selling luxury in the past however many years, because sharing is caring, guys. And if I can help you or pass on some knowledge to you, well, you're welcome. I'm also going to tag some other YouTubers in this video, and if there's anything that I guess that they've learned that I haven't mentioned or they think is worth passing on, well, they can do their own video on it, but I'll tag some people down below. But yeah, let's get right on into it because it's going to be very educational and you're welcome. Now, none of these are in any particular order. These are just how I've written my notes for this video. But the first one is, don't buy a bag because you believe it to be the safe option. So for example, you're in Louis Vuitton, there's all these different bags that you're, on the fence about purchasing, but you ultimately end up buying the more conservative bag, the bag that you believe is going to give you the most cost per wear or the most use, but it's not the one you really like, but you just chose it because it's the safe option. If you were really playing it safe, you'd be shopping at Strand bags because luxury is not meant to be responsible. That's the whole point, guys. Hello? But don't settle for a bag because you believe it's the right thing to do, because the right thing to do is you're in your backyard digging up a tree, cutting the wood down, making this vegan bloody straw, soy, linseed bag, and you've got it it's renewable. Like, that's not what we're doing. You're at Louis Vuitton buying a $3,000 bag. Make it not make sense, okay? Next would be the original intended purpose of the bag may change, and this doesn't mean that it's the wrong bag for you. For example, you may have gone and purchased a bag that you wanted exclusively for work. It was going to fit your laptop, it was going to fit your bloody Frank Green water bottle, all 30 litres of it. You thought it was going to be specific for that purpose. That's what got you over the line buying it. All these other justifications for it. But suddenly, you're a few months into using it and it's not working for you. And you think, I'm going to sell it, I don't want to use this anymore, what a waste, blah, 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 blah. But actually you find yourself using that bag more for going overseas or traveling domestically, and it's the perfect bag that sits on top of your suitcase and you can fit all of these things in, and you forget. You think, no, I'm selling it because I got this bag for work, it doesn't suit that purpose anymore, all I use it for is this for traveling, blah, 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 blah. Well, I might be stating the obvious here, but it doesn't actually matter. If the purpose has changed for the bag but you're still using it, then don't sell the bag, keep it. You might get an evening bag that you end up using more during the day as an everyday bag, or vice versa. The purpose may change, but don't write off selling the bag because what you originally intended it to be used for has changed. Guys, this little tip might save you, okay? You're welcome. Next would be knowing which silhouettes work for you or which style of bag works for you. Now, you may have owned contemporary bags in a large tote style, right? And you're wanting to move into luxury, but you think, I don't want to get the same kind of bag as what I had in my contemporary brands. I want to try something different. I want to get something different. You end up getting a completely different style of bag for you. You spent all this money and then you realize it doesn't work for you. The reason why you've had contemporary bags in a certain kind of style, and I guess you've continued to buy that sort of style, is because that style works for you. And the same thing would apply when purchasing luxury bags. You don't need to step out of your comfort zone and experiment with a completely different style of bag that you probably already know won't work for you, but you're using the luxury kind of purchasing mindset to convince yourself otherwise. If the silhouette works for you, it's going to work for you in any kind of brand, any type of material, whatever. If it works for you, it works for you. So it doesn't mean if you're stepping into luxury, you should change all of that, because you're probably just going to end up spending more money and wasting your time. The silhouette works, it works. For me personally, my favorite kinds of bags are like crossbody little camera size bags, like my Dior bag there. That kind of style I know always works for me. Most of the straps are adjustable, so I know I can always change it. Like that kind of size bag with capacity, I know it fits all the things that I need to for day to day. So I wouldn't go and try a different kind of everyday crossbody bag that wasn't in that sort of, you know, camera size. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't get something that was 3 times the size, like 30 centimeter crossbody bag, and wonder why it doesn't work for me. It would be too big. I know that. So if the silhouette works and you want to add something into your collection that still serves the same sort of function, you don't need to step out of your comfort zone. You can just, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it sort of thing. Okay. Next would be not letting other people tell you what you should have in your collection or heavily influence you to the point where you forget about your own decision-making skills when buying luxury. More so in like earlier luxury YouTube days, there was a lot of videos out there that were like, you must have a classic flap in your collection, you've got to have a speedy, you've got to have this, and almost setting like a universal foundation of what everyone should have in their luxury collection, otherwise you didn't have a collection. Obviously, those days have kind of changed now. There's so much more variety out there. There's a lot more content creators out there. There's lots of different styles, lots of different tastes. And I think that people are a bit more free to kind of navigate what they would prefer. But I wouldn't fall into the trap of watching YouTube videos and watching other people's content and thinking you've got to have that in your collection because it's like the rule of thumb. Don't fall for it, okay guys? Know what works for you. Watch heaps of videos and see why that bag works for the person talking about it. It might be unique to their personal style. It might be something that they've had for years and they've just always used it and never thought anything otherwise. There's so many different reasons, but just don't fall for that trap of this universal collection foundation that you gotta have a canvas piece and a this, that, and a black bag and all of that stuff. Make up your own rules and challenge why you think people are speaking about these bags and really think about, is that something that's actually going to work for me, or do I like the style of bag but not that brand? Whatever it may be, really think outside of the box when looking at these and think objectively. Next would be, don't set yourself barriers when purchasing luxury bags. Don't set these unmanned rules that only you're in control of and only you have set for yourself, like, I only want 10 luxury bags and that's it. I don't want any more, I don't want any less, I've got to have 10. Like, why? You can have 20, you can have 5, you can have 2. Like, there's no point setting the rules. If you're already buying luxury bags, putting a limit or a cap on it doesn't make you any much of a better person. There's still going to be problems in the world, there's still going to be injustices in the world, but you having 13 bags when you set yourself a limit of 10 isn't going to change any of those things. It's just pointless. If you can afford to do so, if it's financially responsible for you to do so, there's no limit on what you can buy or what you should buy. You can do whatever you like. We don't care. Well, I certainly don't care. I don't know about the rest of yous, but I do not care. Buy 50, buy 100, buy 3. If you like it, you like it. Also with the barriers, I guess I see every now and then people talk like, oh, I don't want to buy another black bag because I've got so many black bags, or my favorite color's pink, my favorite color's blue, I can't just keep buying blue and pink bags because I just don't want to have a sea full of these bags. Why not? If you like the color, if you use them more regularly, they all serve a different purpose. There's no rule. Like, you don't need to set yourself this rule that you can't have 10 pink bags. If it's your favorite color, it's your favorite color. And unless you're buying the identical bag, there's like so many different shades of colors these days, it doesn't really matter. You can have that. Some people love black bags. They like black bags with gold hardware, and then they've got one with silver hardware, and then they've got a black work bag, a black evening bag. Who cares? Buy 50 of them. If you're going to use them and you like them, there's no limitation on what you can have. There's no color limit. Don't set yourself up for failure. If you love it, you love it. You can buy whatever you like in any color, and yeah, you might have 20 bags that are all black, or the only bags you have in your collection are black. Like, just looking through the imaginary luxury rulebook, oh, there is no rule about it, so you can do it. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. Let me know what you think. What are some rules or advice that you would have for people who are new to buying luxury, thinking about starting a luxury collection, don't know where to start? I'd love it if you could put it all in the comments down below. And for the YouTubers who I have tagged, I would love it if you could do this video as well. And if I haven't tagged you and you're on YouTube, still do it. I don't care. Go for gold. But yeah, I'd love it if you could give this video the thumbs up as well, and consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all very shortly in my next video. Bye!